they're working. I am used to having to work with the computer or having my phone right in front of me. And so I'm using the phone to do recording. So I'm hoping these are working. All right. So we're doing a reading for the divine feminine, divine masculine under this eclipse energy. And for all of you who are not aware of it, the eclipse is hitting us during this lunar eclipse. So I thought it would be great to do a divine masculine and feminine energy and seeing what is being activated under this eclipse energy. All right. So this Pisces lunar eclipse, it is pure karmic alchemy. You know, it's clearing lifetimes of emotional debris. It's making room for soul connections. And so let's see what is coming through here. So let's first do the masculine. All right. So I have here the Knight of Swords reversed. I have the Ten of Wands. I have the reversed Hermit. And I have the Two of Cups and the Star. All right. So what this is showing me is this. The masculine energy is showing me that, he's in the energy of the reverse Knight of Swords, which means it shows that he has been impulsive. He has been avoidant attachment in the past. He's rushing. He's been rushing. He's been making decisions. He's been running away from his emotions. But now that the Ten of Wands is showing up, it's revealing that there has been a burden that he's been carrying for some time, heavy expectations, a lot of emotional baggage, and the cycles have been very draining to his energies. The reversed Hierophant is showing that he is now questioning his own traditions and beliefs, his commitments, that, you know, maybe they no longer feel aligned for him. They are now really coming to view through this eclipse under this light, and it's allowing him to see love differently under this moonlight, revealing some types of ways that the veils have been discerning, or, you know, not allowing him to see everything. So beneath it all, you know, with this Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is longing for connection. You know, he wants to see this connection to follow through, something equal, something soul deep, something real. And so with the Star, this is confirmed that this is his wish too, that he wants this to happen. You know, that he's learning that love isn't learned through the struggle. And so, you know, with the Star card here, it's showing that he wants things to happen, but he doesn't want the struggle. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want love that's earned. He doesn't want to earn it, and you know he wants to wish for it. He just wants it to be there. And so with the reverse Five of Cups, you know, the reverse Five of Cups is under the deck here. And so the masculine is finally releasing his regrets. He's beginning to see the blessings that are standing, that are still standing, and seeing that he still has ability to heal this. he's not lost. He's not finding himself. He he's starting to see where he's inflicting pain himself. All right, so let's take these away, and let's look at divine feminine. So the divine feminine, Page of Wands, reverse Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, reverse Two of Wands, Temperance, bottom of the deck, reversed Ten of Swords. All right. So we have here the reverse Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm looking here at the Page of Wands here is telling me she's open, she's allowing her energy to be playful again, to be inspirational again, to be initiator. She's also being very crystal clear about what she wants and what she doesn't want. And so with the reverse Seven of Cups, it shows that she is cutting through any of the deceptions and illusions. And, she's not like, I'm running off to this. I'm going to go in and date other people. I'm going to go and do the. No, she's like, I know what I want. She's no longer entertaining the illusions. She is not in maybe energy. She knows this is what she wants. So the Two of Swords is saying here that she's been at a sort of crossroads. She was hesitant to walk her next step. The reversed Two of Wands here is saying she no longer is waiting for someone else to define her future. She said she had to pivot in order for her to choose herself, not to be an avoidant and run off and start something new, not to begin a new type of relationship or some new journey. I get something in my eye. Not some new journey, not some new thing that she needs to do. She really wants to be able to allow herself to focus on what is her target and what she wants. She's choosing herself. And with the reverse Ten of Swords here, beneath the deck, this is telling me that she's healing from a deep heartbreak and betrayal. And so, whether it's the masculine or wound that has been coming up for her to look at with the eclipse, the Temperance is about peace and tranquility and balance and patience. And so this is the bottom of the this is crowning her spread. It's confirming that this eclipse is going to actually bring in this peace, this harmony, this tranquility, and that divine timing, this patience is now going to enter into her life. This eclipse is an actual soul reset for her. Because together, when you have the masculine and the feminine energies, they are mirroring each other in this evolution right now. He's laying down his heavy burdens. He's rewriting his understanding of love. And so here's the divine feminine. She's cutting through the illusions. She's seeing how she was convincing herself there's other opportunities. She could just start over. She was like trying to reclaim her power and didn't realize how much she was projecting all sorts of wounds about herself. So the both are moving towards the Temperance and the Star, which is healing, hope, divine alignment, allowing themselves to come into spiritual alchemy. And so with the Two of Cups in the masculine spread, you've got the Page of Wands in the divine feminine. This suggests some soul level activation, and this is about being curious, about being open, being full of possibilities. The intention is there to explore this in some way. And this is not to be rushed. This is being built. This is like after the tower has fallen down. And so this is going to take time and a brick on top of a brick, rebuilding. And so this eclipse is dissolving the karmic contracts that were built on pain, that were interfering with this connection, maybe bringing up these old burdens and these old wounds. And now what's happening is that this eclipse is now going to replace any of those wounds with balance, safety, and freedom. So love is not coming from chasing here. I'm seeing here that, just one second here. I'm seeing here that love is coming not from choosing, not from proving. It's arriving just because both hearts are now clearing the storm. And you've got the masculine is learning that soft is not heavy. It doesn't have to be burdensome. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can be soft. It can be delicate. It can be refreshing. And the feminine is realizing that her boundaries are actually have been a gateway to harmony. And so now that these two energies are meeting, it's no longer chaos, but it's going to instead feel like home. Yeah. So I'm seeing here that the energies in the past have always been, I need to walk away. I need to let go. I need to leave behind. I need to know if there is something here that I need to repair or do. And so this is just sharing with me that this energy from the past needed to go. That there has been a lot of illusions. There has been a lot of disappointments. I'm seeing here that you had to keep on taking breaks in this connection, and that it's showing here that there was a lot of repairing, apologizing, and looking at how to avoid this conflict, because there was a lot of conflict that kept on coming up. And this conflict wasn't from either one of you, but it was just energies that you were bringing forward from a past relationship or a past life or something from a wound. And so you kept on getting defensive, or they were kept on getting defensive. And now it's saying that, this is a challenge that is ready to be resolved, because this eclipse is bringing healing. It's bringing inspiration and faith, and there's positivity. And with the star, there is a wish that can now be ready to be received. The message is clear. This is not to be rushed. This is to be rebuilt. And that these two energies are now meeting, and it's going to be like two fireworks that is going to release any fears, because it will feel like home, and the kind of connection that will soothe your nervous system, not dysregulate it, and the kind that feels like it's been written in the stars for lifetime. And so that is the reading that I am getting for the divine masculine, divine feminine. And it looks like alignment is happening because of this eclipse. And so if you feel that it's been heavy, right now the masculine is releasing that heaviness. And if you are divine feminine, it's time for you to see that you know it's not your burden. So that's the energy here. And if you need any help with regulating your nervous system, I have lots of PDFs, some free information on my website, and on top of that, a whole bunch of books on Amazon. And if you want a personalized reading, you can certainly go and reach out to the information below. And I will try to check in and we'll do some free reads because I know it's been a while, and that's all, folks.